Hello and welcome back to another episode of AJ Larkin Garage. Today I am prepping the car for the dyno. So in the last video we did the coilovers. I forgot to mention at the end to make sure you get a wheel alignment done. So I'm heading there to get that done right now. Then head home, do an engine flush on it because we've been driving into bed the clutch in with the bigger exhaust, so it's been over fueling. So I've got a nice engine flush in there. I'll do a video on that too. Well, it'll be in this video. I'm going to chuck some good oil in it, some fresh plugs, then we're going to do a full check over before it hits the dyno, and then hopefully we'll be winning. Alright, we're here at ProTrack Suspension. They're going to do my alignment. I'm just going here because this is where the other boys have gone. There's another shop we go to, I think it's Jake's Discount Tires. This guy's a lot closer to me and I want to sort of limit the amount of driving I've been doing. Alright, so we're back home now after the wheel alignment. Went good, nothing too bad. He said obviously everything was all out of whack, so we had it all apart. But I'm just going to have a bit of brekkie because we've got to let the car cool down now because we're dropping oils and that. I'm going to do the run-in like I said before. So we'll pop the bonnet so it's not as hot and get into it. Alright, here we got it. We got our engine flush from Penrite. We got our 10W50 high performance oil from Auto One. Well, this is from Auto One. Got a full set of new plugs. These are the platinum ones. They're pretty good. And a nice filter. So, get keen. So the first step we need to do, pour this delicious stuff into the top of our engine here and let it run for about 10 minutes. And what this will do is get rid of any buildup of shit in there. It'll also help get out the remnants of the fuel that was happening because we were running the bigger exhaust. So we'll chuck this in now, let it idle for 10 minutes. While that's idling, I'll get my oil tray and a jack and get it all jacked up. Some plugs are 15 from memory, so we'll get that too. And we'll also get a filter strap. A whole bottle can do up to 7 litres, so we're just going to dump the whole 7 litres in there, chuck our lid back on, and then send it. Okie dokie. So we're under here now, ready to drop the oil. Some plugged up there, quite easy to get to. Be careful because you can strip them out. I think we touched on that in another video, but yeah, you can strip the sumps out real easy if you're too rough with the old plug. Anyway, so I'll drop the oil because that's not going to be too interesting. And our filter's just up in here, so I'll change that too. And then we'll move on to the plugs. Okay, filter's been changed. Last little bit of oil is coming out. It will thin out the oil a fair bit. I misjudged and put the jack stand in the wrong way like an idiot, and I had a bit of a mishap. But anyway, so yes, that's just finishing up. We'll do that plug back up and do it nice and firm, not too tight. Then we'll go back up and fill up our oils. I also half filled the filter so that, you know, it's not starting off completely dry. Okay, so this should go without saying. Make sure your car is level before you top up your oil. This Penrite drum comes with a big old donger that can be bloody moved around, which is a bit better than just having a bottle, so this will make it a bit easier. The bloody destruction manual at Auto One said that they take about 8 litres, 7.5. So we got this one, which is, I think this is 8 litres or so. Might be more. Yeah, there, 7 litres. So that should be more than enough to top it up. So, okay, oil's all done up. Now we've got to undo this. So to get this top cover off, you're going to need a T30, one of these torque bits. So you can undo all those. You have to undo them, and them. Take your cap off, take this breather off here, and take this PCV valve out, and then we should pull that off. These should just pull out nicely. That one will just pop out easy too. Just don't be too rough because all this shit can break, especially on an old car when all the plastics are hard. You can easily break these and also stuff the seals that they also sit on. So my car I'm not too worried about because it's pretty new still, but we'll just be careful anyway. Ta-da! Okay, here's our coil packs. So we shall undo the bolt here, which we got just a 10mm, pop them out, and then we've got to get an extension. So we've got one extension, the one down here, to get them out. I've heard the hardest one to change is the rear one, but if you have extensions that have a wobble bit on them, so you can get into different angles, you should be pretty sweet. There we go. And down in there is where our spark plugs are. So you might be asking, why are you changing your plugs if you're going for a dyno chain? Well, because you don't want anything to play up. Now this thing has been running real rich because of the exhaust. We want bigger plugs, not bigger plugs. We want to put some fresh plugs in it because these ones are probably really carboned up, and even regardless if they're not, these have been in the car since brand new, so I still want to chuck new plugs in. I don't want it to be on the dyno and then start breaking up, because that's money that I've just spent, and then they're going to have to do stuff that's going to cost me even more. Plus, I don't want to piss off the tuner. After we've done that, I'm going to quickly run over all of these hose clamps and check them all, because we don't want any of those blowing off. We'll just nip them all up. When we do get the cooler in, I will check all those ones too. All plugs are out. Now, I've laid them out here from 1 to 6. That way you can check them to make sure they're all sort of the same. What you're ideally looking for is every single one of the plug tips to be almost identical. You'll be worried if, say, one looks normal and then, like, say number 4 is black, or, you know, if the rest are really dark and one isn't. Like, you need to make sure that all of the plugs are looking the same. So, and they are looking not too bad. They have a bit of shit on them, which is expected because of how rich it was running. The new plugs are going to be a lot nicer. And like you can see, genuine Ford ones. So these have been in the car for a while. But the car's only got 40,000, 44,000 Ks now. But, you know, plugs can normally go for a decent amount of time. Depends on how you're driving it, what fuel you have, and all sorts of other shit. Obviously, if it's a track car, you're going to be going through plugs a lot quicker, and you'll also be changing oils a lot quicker. But yes. Yes, indeed. When chucking new plugs in, just put a thin smear of oil over the threads, or you could get like an anti-seize or something like that, just to help them go in and to stop them seizing in the heads. Gas engines have issues with when they run on the gas, and with the actual plugs will get seized in the head. We've had a few issues with that on some of the machines that I work on for work. So always make sure you just put some sort of lube on the threads before you just go winding them in. And don't go reefing them in there, because you'll strip something out, pull the threads, cause all sorts of dramas. So just be careful. I'm not going to gap them, because the factory, these ones here that we've gotten seem to be pretty good already. They've got a nice gap in them already. If the tuner wants a bit more or less, he can adjust them later. So, yes. Okie dokie. Plugs are back in now. Now it's just the reverse steps. Coils back on, bolts back in, tappet cover, well, coil cover back on, all the valves back in. Just also be careful to not get shit dropped down these while you have everything apart. That's why I put this lid back on. Because knowing me, I'd drop something down there. I wasn't too worried about the back one because I wasn't going to be spending much time down there. So we'll chuck everything back in. And then we'll just fire it up real quick, because we need to still get to make sure our oil level's correct. So we'll start it up, run it for a little bit till we've got oil pressure, and then we'll stop it, let it sit for a minute or so, then we'll recheck our oil and top up if necessary. Oh, this is going to be a very quick video. So we've got coil covers, we've got the coil packs back in. Gonna chuck this back on, and then we'll go to the next thing. Alright, that's it for our dyno prep video. The last thing I'm waiting for to finish this off is the intercooler. Hopefully before this video is posted, the intercooler will be rocked up, and we'll be doing that video right after this one. If not, I'm going to be stressed. So everything has been done. New plugs, serviced, aligned. All the pressures have been checked. All the hose clamps have been checked. Pretty much everything that could be checked has been checked. The clutch has been bedded in, ready to go. It's got the new suspension, which doesn't really matter for the thingy. New diff bush. we've spaced, if we were to run wheel spacers on this, which we aren't because wheel spacers are illegal, I would probably run a 20mm wheel spacer on the back and a 25 on the front if I was to run wheel spacers, but I'm not running wheel spacers because that's illegal, but you can see the fitment there if I was running wheel spacers. So yes, everything is looking mint. We are going to do a car meet. It has been set up. So as you guys know, the car is getting tuned on the 9th of next month, this month, whatever month this is, on the 10th month. So we shall be hopefully doing a car meet on the 10th of the 10th, hopefully. So watch the AJ Larkin Garage YouTube page, Facebook page. Watch that one. Like I've said before, they're going to have a car photographer dude there. Hopefully we're going to try and get everyone else's cars there too. If not, and we can't get everything sorted, it won't be the weekend after that, it'll be the weekend after that one. Regardless, I'll be putting in on the Facebook page all the details, where we're going to go, where we're going to meet. I haven't really got any go-ahead from any venues yet, so it's probably not going to be, you know, venued. It'll mainly probably be meet up at like a Bunnings car park or, you know, like somewhere where enough cars can go. But yes, unfortunately with all this COVID at the moment, it's a bit hard to book places. So it'll probably be a meet and then go for a cruise or something. All depends on what we feel like doing. Regardless, I'll have the camera there and it'll be awesome to meet some of you guys because I have met a few of you when I did the giveaway. And it's really cool meeting people that have watched the videos. I hope you guys are enjoying the vids, the build series and all the other that stuff. So we shall see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't make fun of me. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and we'll see you later.